Here we are with example 3. It says from a radar station, the angle of elevation of an approaching airplane is 32.5 degrees. The horizontal distance between the plane and the radar station is 35.6 kilometers. How far is the plane from the radar station? So again, first thing we need to do is have some kind of picture, some kind of diagram, know what we're looking at. There's my airplane. It's a beautiful airplane. Yes, it is. Okay. And then we have some kind of radar station over here. It says that the angle of elevation to the radar station, from the radar station to the plane, giving it some kind of horizontal, is 32.5. It also says that the horizontal distance to the plane, so the horizontal, that's the distance measured along the horizontal area. So this being a vertical from the plane, giving me my right angle. This horizontal distance, 30, what did it say? 35.6 kilometers. And it wants to know how far the plane is from the radar station. So we want to know this distance D. Why did I choose D? Just because. So there is our triangle. Our next step is to label our triangle. So we go, opposite to the right angle is our hypotenuse. It's the longest side of our triangle. Here's the angle we're talking about. This would be the opposite side, which would be the height of the airplane off the ground. But that's not what they're asking us for. And this is our adjacent side, which is the horizontal distance to the plane. Okay, so then I think, well, what trig function relates hypotenuse, that's what we're looking for, the angle that we're given, and the adjacent side? Well, I don't know yet because I don't have my acronym written down. SOHCAHTOA. What trig function relates adjacent and hypotenuse? Well, that's going to be cosine. Write down my formula. Cosine of an angle is equal to adjacent over hypotenuse. Cosine of 30, what was it? 32.5, I want to say. I don't want to move my screen around. 32.5 degrees is equal to my adjacent side, which was 35.6 kilometers, over my hypotenuse, which we call D. I can't have D in the bottom of my fraction, so I have to multiply by D to remove it. These will cancel. I multiply this side by D as well. So I get D times the cosine of 32.5 degrees is equal to 35.6. And if I want D by itself, now I have to divide by cosine 32.5. Divide by cosine 32.5 on this side because I have to do both. These will cancel. D is equal to 35.6 over the cosine of 32.5. Punch that into your handy dandy calculator. You get 42.2105. Or it tells us to round to the nearest. It doesn't, so I go to 2 decimal places, 42.21 kilometers. Again, so remember, those calculations are exactly the same as tangent. Just depends on what you're given in the triangle. You have to practice and look at what you're given on the triangle. I think I have a worksheet solving triangles at this point, so we'll see what happens when we get back to class. But that's it for section 2.5. And if you get there, 2.5 assignments listed below. Remember, the only way that you can get better at proficient at these questions and these ideas is to practice, practice, practice.